This is a little embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, one of us is gonna have to change.
Well,
Although I could,
this is weird.
maybe change it up with this. How's that do it?
Wait, I didn't know that we both. I'm
I guess
surprised.
we shop at the same place.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
that's weird because there's only one place that I shop.
Me too.
Okay,
But-
wait. On the count of three, we should say it at the
Okay.
same time. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
TrillionaireStore.com. What?
Wow. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know
I never
you'd go
see
there.
you at the.
Oh, they have all my sizes
Yeah.
and my favorite colors.
It's nice. It fits well.
Yeah, it's soft.
It lets people know
What we care about.
you're a man of serious
Podcast taste.
podcast taste.
But we really are. One of us is gonna have to change. Why don't we both just
Okay.
take it
Yeah.
off? see what's-
It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna. Oh, that's interesting. You take off your thing from the top like that. I take out my arm
Ah,
first.
shit.
Yeah. Oh man, what the?
Oh, come on,
feezy?
dude.
Oh, are you serious? Are we both wearing the same T-shirt underneath too?
This
I
is
guess it makes sense
ridiculous.
because we both shop at TrillionaireStore.com.
Well,
Yeah.
and they just did a new launch. So.
Yeah, they did. It's
But I didn't know
tight.
I didn't know you were part of the exclusive
Yeah.
launch club.
I also got this other one as a backup just in case.
Oh, no way. I
This
actually,
shirt.
because I was just going to put this on.
Oh, yours
Oh.
is black. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Mine's white. It says
What does
kill.
yours say?
It says kill your parents, quit your job, shit your pants.
So does mine.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Well, that's funny.
That is funny.
I'm surprised I didn't even notice when I picked you up this morning.
No.
You got in the car and I just didn't even pay attention to what you were wearing.
Right.
Huh. Wow, look at that. Does that mean we're Eskimo brothers?
Yes, because we both had sex with these shirts.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. I'm not fucking leaving.
But wait,
What?
we should tell them.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing. Should I be on girl mode and just wear it like this the whole time?
Or just a jacket with,
I'm cold.
that you don't put your arms through.
Yeah, that's cute. Tell the people.
We launched merch.
Finally, you
We
guys,
did it.
you held us down forcibly and you yelled at us until we finally capitulated.
We did it. We launched merch. If you want the merch, you need to go to TrillionaireStore.com.
It is not sustainable. It is. We use.
It is.
we searched for the highest greenhouse gas producing.
No, come on.
No, we didn't. No, it was good. It's good quality stuff. It's really nerve wracking picking shirts because
It
it's
was
like
so hard.
they all feel good.
But for you, we tried to pick the finest materials,
Yeah,
the coolest designs.
threads as the cool people call them. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, we should say this one, the back.
Oh, yeah, show
you
them the
get,
back.
So you got a cool trillionaire mindset up
Turn
in
around for the
corner on the
people.
pocket.
Yeah. And then on the back, it's got the ship, the captain, the two of us, the co-captains, swimming or boating through a sea of.
This one was my idea, so if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Hey,
No,
Glenn.
this one's sick.
Yeah, it is. I just want to say hey to Glenn and to check out the disclaimer. If you click see more in the
This
description
one's
box,
also sick.
you'll get it. That actually is my favorite.
I think people are
because
gonna-
it's very noir.
Yeah, people are gonna like this one. Oh, we also got the hat.
Yeah, I can't wear one because my head's too big, but you know.
We
looks
also
good on you.
got the sweatshirt. Oh, also, there's one more thing you'll see on the store. We had it, but so we made mugs, so you can be drinking coffee while you're doing all your cool
tea.
stuff, or tea,
water. You know,
or water.
you know
Drink
what
whatever
my-
you want out of the mug.
You know what the best thing to put in a mug is? Dead serious? Ice cream. Ice cream
That is
tastes.
a good thing to put.
It tastes better out of a
Eat
coffee
your ice
mug.
cream out of the Trillionaire Mindset mug.
And send us pictures.
We had one, but I smashed it. Ben said something. Ben said something bad about Bruce Springsteen on the way here, and I smashed the
I
mug.
said he sucks ass and he's got to calm down. He counts too much.
1,
2, 3, ha! There! There!
How dare you?
No, he's fine.
Fine?
I'm neutral on. I haven't listened to any Bruce Springsteen. You got to give me some shit to listen to.
I'll give you some shit.
I know I liked the drummer, the
Max Weinberg,
because he was on Conan. I knew him from Conan before I knew him from Conan O'Brien. Before I knew him from
The Max Weinberg 7.
Yeah, and then he quit to join the E Street Band or to go back to like touring. full
Okay,
time.
yeah. E Street Band was way before Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, of course. You know what else we got going still is the new channel. You guys got us above 10,000 subscribers.
Oh gosh, you guys are the best.
My heart is exploding. I don't know what that was.
We're filming the teaser.
We're filming it tomorrow. Today for you, tomorrow for us.
Drink some water. Drink some liquid death.
Oh man, I have such a ravenous, stupid animal brain.
We're filming the teaser. Keep subscribing so you can see it and you never miss anything. Wow, we're at 12.7. We love this. Subscribe. Hit the fucking notification button.
The little bell.
Do all the shit.
If you're so inclined, you can send me a screenshot, and I will still tell you I love you because I'm still doing it. People are still sending me screenshots. Keep them coming. I need to keep busy. I got nothing else going on in my life.
He needs more tasks.
I need more tasks.
Get him his tasks.
By the way, I stopped going to the bank. No longer going to the bank.
Because it sucks.
I went to the bank the last time, and there was a fucking line. And when I finally got up, the teller goes, you can take a picture of this in our app. And I'm like, no.
It's called online banking, my man.
No way. Don't you need the real check? And she said, you take a picture of both sides, and then you just throw away the check after a couple of days. And I tried it, and it worked. And I'm
Of course.
sad to say that I'm never going to go to the bank again.
Yeah.
Still not going to do direct deposit because I like the check.
Unless you need to go to an ATM.
Yeah.
One time I was in New York, and it was
What?
we found out it was cash only.
Mm-hmm.
I was with my girlfriend at the time. This was like years ago. And I was like, it's fine. I'll just go to the bank. There's always an ATM nearby, in New York. And so I walked down and it said, I'd never seen this. The limit was like
$100?
No. It was a lot. I was like, damn, you could take like $1,000 out of this thing?
Sure.
So I said, I'm going to fucking, just because I was like the novelty of it. I was like, I'm going to take $1,000 out. And then I tried to do it and my card just like got canceled because they were like, this is obviously fraud. And I was like, no. And I just had to... And I just had to walk back in the restaurant and be like, we can't pay you. Like, let me come back tomorrow with cash.
Did they let you?
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice of them.
Yeah.
How much was the check?
It was like $150.
Wow.
And I had to explain to him, like, I thought it was going to be funny to take out $1,000.
That's a really funny. One time when I worked at the Crab Pot in Long Beach, it was like a really slow Sunday afternoon. And this older gentleman by himself comes in. He's like in his 60s. He sits down, has an entire, crab meal. It was like $100 check. He had a beer or two. And he's talking up the waitress and, just being very friendly. He said he came in on his boat because there's a dock right there. And then at the end of the meal, he says, I don't have my credit card. I don't have any cash. Can I leave you my ID and come back later? And she asked the manager. The manager went over and talked to him, said yes. He leaves. Only after he left, he was gone. He never came back.
It was an expired ID.
It was like a fake ID or something. It was just, it was like, who the fuck was that guy?
That's why I have tons of fake IDs.
Just going to get crab dinner?
Going to restaurants.
Or crab lunch?
I'll leave you my ID. Sure, it's a Delaware ID. It says I'm 24.
It's real, though.
It's real.
Go ahead, scan it. That's actually a great idea. Shit.
It is a good idea. I haven't paid for dinner in 6 years.
This is why we listen. This is why you guys follow this whatever this is, this show.
That is a pretty good scam.
Yeah, it is a good scam.
Get fake IDs. But fake IDs are kind of expensive.
Yeah, I had a fake ID when I was 19.
I remember we were like 17. We went to...
Jesus Christ.
We went to New York, just walking around like the East Village trying to find somewhere that could give us a fake ID. And then this guy, he's like, okay, come. And we like went in the back and he like opened up a hatch in the back, took us downstairs, took our pictures and everything. And then he was like, come back in a couple hours. And he gave us these like Delaware IDs, but we looked so young.
Sure. You were 17. Yeah. Well, look at you now.
Look at me now.
Yeah. My fake ID, my friend Kate got them for me. And she said, "What do you want your name to be on the thing?" And I said, "Just put my name. Like,
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's a real name. Just put my real name." She didn't put Benjamin Khan.
She put Ben.
She put Ben. And then for my middle name, she put
Jamin.
no. She put John.
Ben John.
Yeah, Ben John Khan. And I was like, "Kate, why didn't you make it say Benjamin or Benjamin Jonathan?" She's like, "I don't know. You didn't tell me what to put, so I just put Ben John."
Ben John.
It worked for the entire 2 years that I had the fucking thing.
I'm Ben John Khan.
And Ben John, nobody, and it looked like it had been through the laundry machine, the washer. It was like
Was it a California one?
Yeah, and it didn't. It looked like something was up, but people would just look at it and go, "Okay," and let you go. We got to move on.
Yeah.
I wanted to. It's already happened 10 years ago, but I did want to talk about.
How did we get on fucking IDs?
I don't know, man. I like how we're skipping over why Kirby is named Kirby. Because it's like, who fucking cares?
That one's evergreen. We can do it another time.
Hey, you know what? Kirby, the little character, is named Kirby. You'll have to Google that, guys. It's really, really fun. But, the Will Smith thing happened, and we're unfortunately like the last people in media of any kind to have a take on it.
I don't think we even... I'm just glad that, much like Putin ended COVID,
He did end COVID.
Will Smith has now ended the war in Ukraine.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about it anymore. You don't got to post about it anymore.
Yeah.
We just need to know how you felt about the slap.
Yeah. I feel like it's a
Go ahead.
we all have anger problems sometimes.
Hey, speak for yourself, pal.
I've lost my mind getting angry before. I haven't had it happen in many years, but I think
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. I just think it's like it's bad vibes.
Bad
Don't-
vibes?
don't-
That's your take on it?
My take on it is bad vibes.
You're talking about a thing that's almost a week old now, and you were like, I've got to take...
I've had enough time to think about it.
I've had enough time to process, and I would like to say it's bad vibes.
Bad vibes, not good.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Masterworks. With oil soaring to $5, $6, even $7 a gallon, and the S&P 500 plummeting nearly 12% for the year, more and more millionaires are looking to put their money into physical assets.
Which makes perfect sense, considering top financial experts at JP Morgan and Bank of America recently announced that diversifying with alternative assets like fine art is, quote, no longer an option. But here's the good news. Experts say there are still some hidden gems to be found in alternative assets like fine art that are surging in value. And thanks to a revolutionary new platform, you can access the asset class of billionaires without breaking the bank.
That's right. Our friends at Masterworks are giving you the power to diversify your portfolio with alternative assets like fine art. Masterworks is the award-winning investing app that makes it simple for you to diversify your portfolio with fine art in minutes without spending millions. I've talked about them time and time again, and if you still haven't visited their website, well, there's no time like the present.
That's right, Emil. Especially considering contemporary art prices outpaced the S&P 500 by 164% from 1995 to 2021. Clearly, with such a revolutionary opportunity, demand is on the rise. But our listeners can skip the waitlist and get first dibs by going to masterworks.io/trill. Once again, visit masterworks.io/trill. See important disclosures at masterworks.io/CD.
My take is unchanged since Sunday night. Just that they didn't do the one thing they should have done. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're like, Will Smith was right, Chris Rock was right, whatever. They should have removed him from the event.
And then they should have had Chris Rock accept the award.
That would have been funny.
And then,
But I just feel like if you haul off and smack someone, whether or not it was justified or not, you got to be like, all right, sorry, you got to go.
Yeah. I just feel bad for Will Smith. You put it perfectly. He's such an inert guy. He's just like, I can't imagine him having sex.
I can't imagine a lot of people having sex.
That's true. Yeah, but him, Hollywood has foisted him upon us for so long and has a few times made him to be like a sex symbol, but it doesn't work.
But
for
not
me.
that often. We were going through his like IMDb, remember? And we were like, he's got a weird, he's always this, it's just like Hollywood being like, he's cool, trust us. And then it's like him and like Men in Black, and he puts on his sunglasses and you're like,
I make this look good.
I recognize that as cool, I suppose.
Yeah.
But he's never like.
He was cool in Men in Black. He
was
cool.
Though?
Yeah, he was.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, he was really funny. He was really good. And you believed that he could kick ass. Because he did.
I don't know if I believed he could kick ass.
I
believe he could probably kick Chris Rock's ass. He's bigger than him.
Yeah.
And he's probably done combat training. You know, Wild Wild West, you really got to make sure you can punch.
Jim West,
and
Desperado. They asked him to
they
leave.
Did ask him to
but
leave.
He refused to. Wow.
That's just
because he knew he was going to win.
Just drag him out.
Yeah.
Look, I've been kicked out of enough bars to know that they can make you leave.
I've never been.
That's what's annoying.
Bar.
He fucking hauled up. You never been kicked out of a bar?
No.
I mean, dude, sometimes it's stupid. I remember one time my friend told me something. I wasn't even like drunk. I was doing it for effect. It was like something crazy. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I went to pick up a chair and throw it. I barely touched it. And the bouncer was like, "You got to go." And I was like, "Dude, come on, I'm doing a
bit."
And he's like, "Nope.
No bits.
No bits. No bits tonight. You're out."
Wait, what were you going to say about getting kicked? Something about Will Smith?
You just got to get him out.
Yeah, get him out.
If you hit someone.
He was in that movie with Margot Robbie called Focus, where it was supposed to be like this sexy thriller. And you've got Margot Robbie, who's very sexy, but then playing opposite Will Smith, it was like, this doesn't work. He's just like he's not sexy. I've never heard a woman or anyone say, for that matter, damn, I want to fuck Will Smith.
And apparently he pukes when he comes, which is the sexiest thing you could do.
Yeah, you showed me that article that he throws up when
I feel bad. He's clearly unwell.
He's really unwell.
Like, that's the lead up to his Oscar campaign. I think he had to talk a lot, and he just started being like, I'm going to open up to people and be like, yeah, I puke when I come. And
Will, that's not what we were expecting. Isn't he a Scientologist too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And, poor guy.
Yeah.
You know what he should have done?
What?
You know what would have been cool?
What?
You walk up there, you don't hit him.
You put your arm around him and go, ah!
No. You pull him in close,
and
you say, that wasn't cool. She's going through a hard time. Fucking apologize and say you shouldn't have done that.
I think that's equally weird to do in the middle of the show. You do it afterward or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anything would have been better than hitting him. It makes it so much weirder. Yeah. Like, or just shout. Just say like, fuck you.
Or just boo.
Booing him would have been funny.
Boo with the thumbs down.
It just escalates it so much.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to what the show is actually about, which is the stock market. It's been a weird couple of weeks for trading. I had a guy in my DMs who was expressing to me...
Weird flex?
I had a guy in my DMs, not to brag, but he was talking about how frustrated he's been because he's been shorting the market. And for those who don't know, the market has just been ripping from the lows relentlessly. And he was saying, like, I don't understand this. The market should be going down, and I've been shorting it and getting long volatility, and I'm frustrated. And I saw a little bit of myself from a few years ago in this guy, which is don't fucking fight it, man. And it's so tempting because the higher it goes, you're like, ooh, I get a better chance to buy more puts. I can short more. And it's like he said, I don't understand. There's so much bad news. That's clearly already baked in. And
it's priced in.
It's priced in, idiot. But there's also... And I still don't understand it fully, but there are mechanics at work that are beyond the guy, me and you.
Realizing just now, that it's irrational and you're not going to be able to figure it out.
It's beyond our understanding. Like, the way I can phrase it is there was a trade, this big trade, and it makes me mad because I don't understand it. But JP Morgan, I guess, the bank, had this huge, it's called a collar trade on worth, billions of dollars. And that trade single-handedly was like helping to dictate the flow of the S&P 500. And I'm like, how the fuck does that even follow? How does that make sense that one bank has such a big position that it influences how everything flows? And yeah, your face says it all. I don't fucking get it. I don't know, but it works because you read it and I'm like, okay, I think I understand it. It makes sense because their position dictates that they hedge by buying all these other things and blah, 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 blah. And there is a ton of cash out there, and a lot of the worst news is now behind us, and like we've all had time to kind of think about it and process it. And
Bad news is good news.
bad news is good news, but just the bottom line is if you're an active trader out there, stop fighting it. Just pay attention to what's okay. Did the market break down? Did it break new lows or break new highs? Okay, new highs, then fucking go with that trend. Stop fighting it. You're not smarter than it. It was crazy, though. Apple was up, I think, either 10 or 11 days straight. Just unrelenting. And Apple's like fucking 7% of the S&P 500. It's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, it's really fucking annoying because Apple will be up and then everybody goes, well, of course the market's up because Apple's up. But then days where Apple's down 2%, the market's still up, and it's like, whoa, it's because of
It's
options
just 7%.
flow. It's fucking annoying.
It's nice seeing you in action in your merch.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I really like this thing.
I like it too. I wish I could actually wear them. It's like every time I see Dave Chappelle,
Mm-hmm. And he's wearing his own clothes.
that was the real controversy. Everyone was talking about that special. And it's like, can we talk about the fact that he's been doing his specials and his own merch for the last 10
just
years?
like a jumpsuit that says C on it. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the other thing I wanted to touch on was, we had mentioned the possibility of recession, and there's a couple of reasons for that, which is interest rates going up, and then most recently the yield curve inverted. You know what that is?
Are you talking about the 2-year and the 10-year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, the 2-year bond is a bond that pays out interest payments quarterly, but you guessed it, over the course of 2 years. And the 10-year bond pays out over the course of 10 years. Normally, you've got the 2-year bond pays a lower yield than the 10-year bond, a.k.a. everybody thinks that everything's going to be going well in 10 years' time.
Right.
So you get more bang for your buck that way. But what happens and that's called the yield curve. Like if you were to plot it on a graph, the 2-year would be lower and in the left.
And it will match people's optimism about the future.
Exactly. And then when it starts to when the 2-year starts to go up in yield and the 10-year starts to drop, what does that tell you? Well, there's less optimism about the future.
People are not feeling good about what's
People are like,
happening.
it's not a vibe. This 10-year is not a vibe.
And when it inverts, it usually means a recession is coming.
It can, but then it's frustrating because you'll have a bunch of market statisticians be like, actually, it doesn't historically mean that. But then others will be like, it does. It tends to
Economics is fun because one guy says, like, it's actually a law of economics. And then another guy goes, that guy's a moron. That's actually not even true at all.
Yeah. If you look at the stats, it's like, that's just an old adage that doesn't actually mean anything. There's that, what is it? Economists have predicted 20 out of the last 3 recessions or something. Correctly? Yeah. It's frustrating. But then if you look at the hard data, also the Dow Jones Industrial Transports, which is things like FedEx and railroads and all the transportation related shit, that has its own index. It's near all-time highs.
Fuck off.
Does that mean that a recession's coming? I mean, who knows? And I know we talked about it just last week because there are some people like Carl Icahn and Stan Druckenmiller who think that one might be looming, and for all we know, it could be. But the old rules are kind of now really finally getting old.
And we say, throw them out. So if you're afraid of a recession, buy Trillionaire merch. That's Trillionaire store.
Yeah, because this shit will go up in value. And with every one, you get an NFT. No? Okay, so no NFTs. Okay. You're shaking your head violently. No. Okay, yeah, no. So no. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Noom. Noom is a digital health platform that helps empower you to take control of your health.
Noom focuses on building healthy routines and habits because there's so much more to being healthy than just losing weight and dieting. What I love about Noom is that it is science-based. It teaches me to be healthy and stay on track for my goals.
Yeah, I agree with that. It connects you with a coach who is a real person trained in psychology, fitness, and nutrition, as well as other like-minded peers to help guide and cheer you as you go. That's what really sets it apart, because, you don't just get that if you're doing push-ups and pull-ups at home. You need someone to cheer you on sometimes. That's the extra kick.
Guide you.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts about Noom is how they couple their food and exercise trackers with lessons and psych tricks, which have helped me reach my goals. I love the exercise trackers. It's kept me focused and pointed in the direction that I want to go, which
And
is
you look great, pal.
freaking jacked.
We are going to get jacked for this summer.
That's me flexing.
It's a jacked boy summer.
Jack Boy Summer.
If you're like me and want to build healthy habits and take control of your health, you can get a free Noom evaluation and 7-day trial when you use my link at Noom.com/Trill. Once again, when you use my link in the description, you'll get a free Noom evaluation and 7-day trial. That's Noom.com/Trill.
We also had AMC and GameStop rocketed, and big congratulations to all the apes out there.
We knew it was going to happen. We
knew.
You guys on. What did I tell you? What was it, last week, 2 weeks ago? I said fucking YOLO your kids' college fund.
Yeah.
And if you didn't listen to me, this is why your wife hates you.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's preaching a lot of truth here. But and then of course the last few days they've kind of calmed down a little bit. I don't really know why they went up. I don't know if it was options flow or just a little bit of I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Because the Moass is coming.
The Moass is coming. Give me Mo of that ass. Your butt's gonna be sore. What? Okay. Then we also had other big news, which fucking just the reason why I'm mad about.
Why are you mad?
Tesla?
Because you missed it.
Because I didn't ever buy Tesla.
Yeah.
I remember my good buddy, one of my oldest friends, Patrick, told me he was buying Tesla at $35 a share.
Ooh.
This is pre-split, when it was at a $1.5 billion market cap.
Mm.
And I was like, good luck, dude. Because I didn't.
Good luck, moron.
Yeah. And I think he sold, he got a few 100% out of it. He did not hold. But, yeah, because who would have fucking thought?
Do you think if you got in on Tesla?
That I would have held?
No. Why don't you let me finish, pal?
Okay, go ahead.
I
want to guess.
All right, fine. Try one more time, and then I'll go.
Do I think that if I got in Tesla, I would like Elon Musk?
Yes.
That's an interesting question.
Do you think all his antics would piss you off?
They would piss me off. I think that if I had driven a Tesla earlier, because when I drove one a few years ago, I was like, oh, I fully get it now. This is how driving should be. It's a really special, it's trippy. It's like, oh, this is how a car should operate. The way the accelerator, the braking, the steering, everything. It's
but what about the whole having to scroll through a screen to put your windshield wiper?
Yeah, that part pisses me off. I don't like the screen part. But yeah, I remember driving it and thinking, fuck, I wish I had done this 10 years ago. I would have put so much money in Tesla and I never would have sold. I would have been like, oh yeah, no, this guy's a genius and he gets it. I still would have been pissed off. I would have been like, shut the fuck up, sir.
Shut the fuck up, daddy.
But it's really annoying because they're just doing this financial engineering shit.
Wait, we didn't even tell them what happened.
Yeah, well, so this financial engineering shit.
Okay.
They're talking about putting Tesla up for yet another split.
Yeah, they got to vote on it and get approved.
Yeah, but because this time they're putting it up to the shareholders to vote.
Mm-hmm.
At the annual shareholder meeting, but it hasn't even been scheduled yet. The last one was in October, so
we should go.
I don't think that it's a physical
Well,
place.
we'll go anyway.
You can go online, or it's probably held online.
Okay.
Why, you want to see Elon do his face and do an awkward, shitty dance? God damn. I feel like I knew a kid like that or something in middle school or high school that just, an epic win guy who just, because that's what Elon is. He's an epic win guy. Ugh.
Is he an epic win guy?
Yeah, he's an edgelord. That's the thing. He's an edge. it's one of the worst people on the internet that you can encounter is an edgelord. And normally you can just ignore
and
them.
in life.
And in life, yeah. And it's a nerd with confidence.
He's got the personality of like a 20-year-old edgelord guy.
Yes.
But I think he probably wasn't always like that.
No. If you look at...
I bet his brain is broken from being...
Everything?
That's another thing.
What?
With the Will Smith thing. There were all kinds of clips of like celebrities getting asked questions and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Being a celebrity, your brain just gets rotted out.
Yes.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
I would. I'd wish it on Elon Musk. My worst enemy. He has no idea I exist.
There was another clip of it, like I think it was in the lead up to the thing. Will Smith, he was in the actors roundtable. Like everyone's talking about being a great actor or whatever, and he's like, my girlfriend cheated on me when I was 15, and I decided that day I was going to be the greatest actor in the world. And I was like,
To get back at her.
what are you talking about, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that wasn't just like off the cuff. He like thought about it. He's like, if they asked me about being a great actor, I'm going to tell them I did this to get back at some 15-year-old girl.
I mean, for some people, revenge is the most potent motivator.
Hey, that's why Donald Trump's presidential campaign was so relatable, right? He did that all out of spite. You know,
Because
Barack Obama made fun of him at a dinner, and he said, I'm going to take his job.
I mean, really, yeah.
And
you
look,
see his face there. I remember they zoomed in on him. He's just his dumb potato side profile. The
And-
man looks like a potato.
and he's going, I'll become president.
I got this.
We'll see what's funny in 2020.
Yeah, he did get the last laugh. I mean, truly, he really got the ultimate last laugh.
Truly.
Yeah,
Most people,
never get to become president.
no. And it's very relatable. Who hasn't been like,
Most people.
you've embarrassed me? I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah. Most people don't get to take Barack Obama's job
I'm
straight
just
from.
waiting for a president to make fun of me.
Oh, me too. Oh God,
Oh,
Biden.
make my day.
Yeah, call me corn pop, you old piece of shit.
I'll have your job in 3 years.
Yeah, but Elon Musk. I lost my train of thought, man.
Yeah, sorry, I really
we were
Celeb brain.
but we talked about his his modesty. He used to be modest. I saw interviews.
Now,
I saw an interview with him back in when he worked at PayPal. He was like
after it sold, he bought a McLaren F1 and then called the news and was like, "Come to my house and watch me drive around and make McLaren
that's
F1."
the exact video.
He's not modest at all. He's an asshole.
because he seemed like it was just like, yeah, go to McLaren. Go
He was
to
just like,
drive it
"Hi,
around."
the news. Come to my house.
Yeah, check it out. I got this
Look
car.
at my car."
Yeah. Anyway,
But look, it's so a lot of people were talking about how the stock split can be very good for the stock.
Yeah, well,
and
with
they're
the-
struggling a bit this year.
with something like Tesla, it's all they could probably just keep doing this. They issue
yeah.
the split and then it goes back down to like 200 and then people are like, it's cheap again, let's buy it. And then they run it up to 1,000 and do another split. It's just
And it did work a little bit. Do we have the quote?
yeah. This is from Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley. What did he say?
So it rocketed, right? And he said, "We simply cannot fundamentally explain how a stock split can add nearly 1.5 times the market cap of GM or one full Volkswagen's worth of market cap to Tesla almost instantly."
That's what I'm saying. It's manipulative market shit.
It's
just
wild.
Yeah. And, so the other thing that's confusing is this is a split in the form of a dividend. Because you can issue a cash dividend or you can issue shares.
Yeah.
So this would be
The current shareholders are going to get more shares.
5 shares. Well, I mean, I think it might be 5. I don't know. But I just was, I'm a failure for not investing in,
You're a
in
failure.
Tesla. But
this, I didn't know this. So B of A Global Research said in recent research that stock splits historically are bullish for companies that enact them with their shares, marking an average return of 25% 1 year later versus 9% for the market overall.
interesting. Huh. You know, your voice
I know.
gave
I
out
can't,
there.
I
You
can't
just
get
went-
that high. Just like a puff of air, a puff of smoke.
My buddy Cooch, one of my oldest friends, the one who drove the truck when I mooned the women's volleyball team, he had a cat that had no voice box, and when it would meow, it would just go,
Oh, that's
It
sad.
was the cutest thing. What were you gonna say? You're looking at something. What are you looking at?
I didn't realize how. I mean, I obviously knew Tesla had a crazy couple years, but I didn't realize just how crazy it was. So they're slipping 4.4% for 2022, but it jumped 49% in 2021 and surged 743% in 2020. So wild numbers.
You know what the stock would be at pre-split? 5,000 a share.
Jesus.
It's ridiculous. But, it's more than a fucking car company. It's a technology company. The AI the batteries.
It's not just a car company. Well, this is another thing. I was telling you, I don't quite understand where all the value comes from. I get, like, electric cars, everyone's going to be driving them, but pretty much every major car company has been like, yeah, by 2025, our entire fleet's going to be electric.
Yeah.
And then you have even new players like Rivian, Lucid, whatever, doing a similar direct-to-consumer model. What are you laughing about?
I'm just thinking about how Elon Musk should do a cool publicity stunt to show off how safe the Tesla is by not wearing a seatbelt.
And just crash his car?
No. He should not wear a seatbelt and show us how fast the car can accelerate, but then also show us how quickly the brakes work without a seatbelt.
What happens? He flies through the car?
Yeah. Or just show us how safe the AI is. Just like, don't wear your seatbelt. Go on a cross-country thing at 100 miles an hour. Just trust the car.
Yeah,
100 miles an hour
no.
across the country, just Elon Musk, no seatbelt.
No, because the thing about the AI is it's more dangerous for everyone else, not the Tesla.
Yeah, but...
it's like, that's a bike. I'm going to hit
it. Must sacrifice pedestrian. And then Elon Musk, who is just... He's so busy, but has so much time to use Twitter.
That's what being a CEO is.
Is being busy.
You got to tweet.
Yeah. Well, he asked people if they. This is his. Here,
he ran a little poll.
I'll read the poll in his stupid voice. Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? And most people said no. That Twitter does not rigorously adhere to free speech.
Also, can we clear up the thing that free speech does not apply to these private companies? It's protecting you from the government.
Yeah, of course. We all know that. But then he says...
Do we? Because literally every time someone gets fired, they go, I thought we had free speech in this country.
Yeah.
I guess I was wrong.
And then he followed up saying, given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done? And someone suggested that he build his own Twitter, and he said, am considering this. He said, is a new platform needed? God, just
He's going to do it. He's going to have to go up against Trump, though. There's going to be truth. There's going to be Elon.
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah.
There's going to be too many platforms. I love that the baseline for these programs is going to be you can say whatever you want, but you just can't trash the creators. So like for truth, they're like, go ahead, have at it. But if you say one thing about Trump, you're out of here.
Swear to God, yeah.
And Elon's thing is Elon is so thin-skinned.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's like fired employees for any negative talk.
Yeah.
There was another guy who I think he just got fired. He was working for them, and he was open about it. He was like, "I have
Tesla or SpaceX."
At Tesla.
Okay.
He was like, "I have a YouTube channel where I review tech and stuff, and like I've reviewed Teslas and." So they knew about it. And then he reviewed the new AI and released a video on YouTube, and he had some negative comments about it. Canned him.
Wow. Interesting. He must be an at-will employee where you can be fired for any reason at any time.
Yeah.
Huh.
But Elon Musk, famously lover of free speech at his...
oh, yeah, absolutely.
At his... loves constructive criticism.
It's funny, speaking of truth, Donald Trump still has not used the platform. His own platform has not issued a single tweet, truth, whatever that he wants to call it.
Yeah, but his moron sons have.
Oh, of course they have. And you know where they announced that they're like Eric Trump, I guess, did a thing last night on Truth and said he announced it on Twitter. Go over to Truth Social, follow me on Truth Social. Going to be doing a live Truth. I don't know why he's a morning radio DJ, but me and my dad are going to coming up next on Truth Social. Me and my dad.
That poor guy,
Donald Trump.
You ever hear the story about when he smacks Junior.
Yes, at a
Oh,
party, just
no,
like
it's-
backhands
He
him.
goes to pick him up at UPenn.
Oh, he's a college boy.
Yeah, and he like told all his friends like, my dad's Donald Trump, like he's so cool, he's coming.
He loves me. I swear to God.
And then Trump like shows up in a limo,
Yeah.
and he's like, you got to meet my friends, and Trump just like gives him the Will Smith treatment.
I like the idea of Trump driving the limo. He wouldn't, but if I were rich enough, I would drive the limo. I'd put the limo driver in the back. Hey, you take a load off, pal. Let me drive this thing. I love trains.
Not me.
Yeah, you'd sit in the back?
Why not? Read a book?
Yeah, I guess. Donald Trump hit a hole in one.
He's really turning into like a Kim Jong-un type.
Look at how long. So Donald Trump hit a hole in one on one of his own golf courses, and he put out a press release for it. And it's long. Emil, will you read this, please? Read this to me.
Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. Many people are asking, so I'll give it to you now. It is 100% true. While playing with the legendary golfer Ernie Els, winner of 4 majors and approximately 72 other tournaments throughout the world, Gene Sowers, winner of the Senior U.S. Open, Ken Duke, and Mike Goods. I love how he's even bragging about the people he played with.
Yeah, of course.
It's so great. Both excellent tour players. I made a hole in one. It took place at Trump International Golf Club. Of course, it was at his golf club.
Of course. Where else would he golf?
In West Palm Beach, Florida. On the 7th hole, which was playing 181 yards into slight wind, I hit a 5-iron, which sailed magnificently into rather strong wind with approximately 5 feet of cut, whereupon it bounced twice and then went clank into the hole. These great tour players noticed it before I did because their eyes are slightly better, but on that one hole, only their swings weren't. Anyway, there's a lot of chatter about it. Quite exciting, and people everywhere seem to be asking for the facts. Playing with the group of wonderful, talented players was a lot of fun. That match was Ernie and me with no strokes against Gene, Mike, and Ken. I won't tell you who won because I'm a very modest individual. And you will then say I was bragging, and I don't like people who brag.
Holy shit. I never read the whole thing. I don't like people who
so
brag.
It's so amazing.
Ugh. Good for him, sir. Good for you, sir.
Give him
Good
Twitter
for you.
back. Give him his Twitter. He was the only one who was good at it.
Hello, guys. We want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. Emil, relationships take work. We should know. Especially the most important one you can have in your life.
With your podcast host.
No, the relationship you have with yourself.
Oh, yeah. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? So this month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you that you matter just as much as everyone else does. And therapy is a great way to make sure you show up for yourself.
Therapy freaking rocks, okay? Because we all got problems. I got plenty of them, trust me. That's where BetterHelp comes, because look at me now, Mom. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
Wow. Come in here, let me tell you something. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Trillionaire Mindset listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/trill. That's BETTERHELP.com/trill.
Joe Biden, I saw a video of him eating pizza in Poland with the troops, and it is. If you didn't know who Joe Biden was, you would think, oh, that's like an old dementia patient eating pizza. Because he's he's not looking at anything in particular. He's taking a very slow, huge bite and then wiping his mouth with both hands with his napkin. And then he just kind of goes like this. He slowly points to something, and the soldier sitting with him goes like, oh, yeah, yep.
I saw a video of the same, but he's just telling a story, and everyone's just kind of glassy-eyed like.
Yeah, because they're the troops, and they're like, wow, this is the guy who's the boss of the army?
Right.
Fuck. We're fucked.
They got to get Trump over there.
They really.
God, I love ending a statement of you bragging, being like, I hate a bragger. Like I'm not gonna do it. It's a bit like hauling off and smacking someone and then calling yourself a vessel of love.
Yeah. I wonder who did that. So we got a lot more to cover here. Oh, you know what I fucking forgot to do?
What did you fucking forget?
For this episode, I wanted to do up front, hey, this show, we got this coming. We're going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I forgot to fucking
You
do
were going to be like Lou Bega. Little bit of Trump and Hillary one. A little bit of Biden. Elon making a new Twitter.
A little bit of Tesla's gonna split.
A little bit of Biden chewing pizza.
You know who's testing sustainable fuels, Emil? My now almost gonna be my new favorite manufacturer of airplanes, Airbus. Because
You fucking commie.
Boeing's
You pinko piece of shit.
Boeing's got to get their shit together. They got to get that company run by engineers again, and not the fucking number dorks. Did you spill water on yourself?
Shut up.
Did you spill water on yourself? Oh, it looks like he peed. Oh no.
Shut up.
Stupid ass. Can't even take a drink. Stupid ass. You know who should test new straws?
What
It's
happened
you.
with Airbus?
Airbus tested sustainable fuels on their A380 jumbo jet, no less, using 100%.
Welcome to the Rob Report.
Oh, that's the name of their yeah, the website is the Rob Report. You sent this to me. I'm like, what websites do you go to, dude?
I'm an avid. It's just my friend Rob from New Jersey.
The Rob.
What's up, Rob? Here.
Using 100% sustainable aviation fuel. So the cool part about this, and one of my favorite airplane facts, is that once they were at altitude, they just switched on to just one of the engines, because apparently only one of the engines was set up for this.
That's what French engineering will get you.
But that entire big-ass honking whale of an airplane flew with just one engine out of the four.
With cooking oil and other flats.
Other fats.
Flats.
No.
It's European. They call them flats.
No, that's Fiat.
I am getting a little flat.
Well, so that's one of my favorite airplane facts, is that you can actually fly the dang airplane with just one engine, even a big-ass honker like that.
Turn them both off. Let it glide.
Yeah, let it glide. Well, that's what happens when you lose all the engines. It just turns into a big glider. Airplanes have what's called a glide ratio.
Remember when Denzel Washington flipped the damn thing?
Yeah.
He was so drunk.
They still sent him to jail.
Bullshit.
At the end of the movie, they sent him to jail.
If you flip a plane, you get out.
Yeah, well, the one person died. Two people died in the. This is a movie. This isn't real.
No, Denzel Washington was flying drunk.
Flipped an airplane.
I also love that the whole crux of the movie was the plan was they were like, we're going to get him high on cocaine.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he needed it.
Yeah, we got to even him out with some coke.
He was so hungover.
And then he was just like in front of Congress, like, I've got a shit so bad.
I just have to confess now. I'm drunk.
Look, I did it. I got
drunk right now. That's what he says. I'm drunk right now.
Does he? I saw it in the theaters.
Yeah. He basically admits to being an alcoholic in front of God and everyone, and then they send him to jail, and that's the only place where he could get sober.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah, and if you're an addict, oh baby, be prepared. That is a movie for addicts, because he's a freaking alcoholic, man, and a coke addict.
John Goodman.
John Goodman is his drug dealer.
Yeah.
You know who's trying to go public is OnlyFans, the pornographers, and they're trying to separate themselves.
See, that's my fault. I thought they were public already, because I've been paying monthly at this point. Like, I don't even. What is that for? If I'm not,
you're subscribing to someone.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that girl who you say is your girlfriend, buddy. I got bad news for you.
No, I've been telling people I'm an early investor in OnlyFans.
Because you pay them.
Is that not what that means?
No.
Oh.
No. You should check your subs and see what you're getting, because you're probably getting something for it.
You think so?
Yeah. Some high quality photos.
Should I look?
No, not right now. This is a family show, a Christian podcast. Because there was some Disney executive who was gonna lead the SPAC, the Special Purpose Acquisition Company, to take them public, but then was like, actually, this isn't very Disney friendly.
Bob Iger was like,
it wasn't Bob Iger, but it was some guy, some dork.
That's what Bob Iger got outed as a subscriber to a lot of women, and he tried to be like, no, I was doing research. We were thinking about investing.
Yeah, and we had to see what was out there, and naturally, since a lot of it is pornographic in nature, we had to subscribe to that, and it's, Those are the facts. But that's apparently a problem. It's so weird that it's like so many investors or like these bankers and executives and shit don't want to have anything to do with it because it's pornographic in nature.
Yeah, but that remember when they almost cut off
Pornhub?
Well, yeah, it already happened with Pornhub, but basically OnlyFans was going to take all the porn off, right? They were going to say it's no longer a pornographic website.
I didn't know that. So they would be a competitor to Patreon.
Kind of, but it wasn't going to work. I mean, they quickly reversed, but I think the problem is that stuff like Pornhub has had issues with payments and stuff, and it's been really hard.
Interesting.
And I think they were like, we're going to get screwed with that if they cut off payments.
I don't think that they can separate themselves from because OnlyFans is now such a meme as
everyone
like subscribe
was like,
to my OnlyFans.
What is your plan?
Yeah. I don't know. Just stay private. You don't need to raise money. Just fucking sell yourselves to something. I don't know. God damn. What's that next thing? You sent me this devastating link about how the average price of a new home has just gone up. The average price of a new home sold in the United States,
it was just a crazy chart.
has hit a record of $511,000, up 25%
over the last year.
It's insane.
You always hear about how high the prices are. Sorry if you're an audio listener, but this chart is crazy. It's the last 10 years. And, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then just like a fucking rocket ship, it goes up. It's really illustrated how crazy it's gotten. Also, do we have that other one? Our producer sent us because I was telling him about
thanks to Graham Stephan.
I was telling him, yeah. But do we have that other chart? We were,
I'm pulling it up.
Oh, sweet.
What other chart?
Remember, it's the one of, the average salary and then...
median household income, average home values are just as divergent as it comes.
And average salary, they've been trucking along, not really going up at all. Average home value, just up and up and up and up.
Wow.
A brief, quick fall in 2008, and then right back up.
Yeah. Since 1965, median household income has gone up a modest maybe 20%. While average home values have shot up to nearly 125%. Not us, pal. Not you and me. Not homeowners.
No.
No.
Not sure if we ever will be.
Graham Stephan, please stop buying houses. Stop.
Well, it is crazy. I really was. I've been trying to figure out a way that they could do anything about the home prices, and I'm just like, I don't see a way.
Set them on fire.
Set every home on fire. No, I don't think that's
just a
help.
little. Burn them just a little.
I don't think that's going to help because the big problem is there's a shortage, and they can't build enough homes, and now with all the supply chain issues, construction companies are having a hell of a time getting materials.
What are they making this supply chain out of? Plastic? Haven't they ever heard of metal? Have you ever seen a metal chain? They should make the supply chain bigger and stronger.
Why don't they just make the whole supply chain out of the black box?
Yeah, why don't they just make the... hey, you gonna buy a new home? You're gonna have to put some furniture in it, right? The restoration hardware, for those of you who don't know, is like the really, really nice, expensive furniture that you don't have. But
it's so expensive.
It's so expensive and so nice.
It is really nice. I love going into one of those stores and being like, ooh, like just a huge leather couch
that costs like $3,000
more.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if I had the money, baby, you bet I'd buy one.
They're so nice.
They're so nice. There's one called like the who was that British guy who like ended World War II? Smoked cigars.
Are you talking about Winston Churchill?
Winston Churchill. There's a chair that they've got called the Churchill, and it's like their flagship armchair. It's a recliner. It's just a big fucking leather couch.
I wouldn't sit in it.
You sit in that thing. It doesn't even make fart sounds. Yeah, look at that thing.
Oh, that is a nice
Look at
chair.
that thing. You can just
tell. How much is it?
It's probably fucking $2,700. How much is it? $2,471.
Holy!
That's a very specific price.
That's the member's price. The regular price is $3,200.
That's the.
Ooh.
Wow, $3,200.
for
Well,
a
you got to
chair.
be a member. You got to be a member.
Does that thing recline at least?
Some of them do.
Oh,
if
my-
you get, yeah,
Oh,
look at
look
that.
at that.
Thing.
That's
oh,
living.
God damn, that thing's just a big spoon, and you're the soup.
That's a nice nap chair.
That is, I wanted to get one used on Craigslist, and it was like $700, and I didn't get it because it's a huge chair, massive chair. But anyway, so Restoration Hardware, Restoration. They just reported earnings, and the CEO had some pretty.
He was having well, it's fun because
He wasn't having a breakdown.
no, but he seems like he's having a hard
He
time
shook.
making.
Bullish comments.
No, just making sense of what's going on, and it was honestly kind of refreshing to see like a CEO be like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. No one does. There's so many pressures, and there's all these really choice quotes. He starts talking about The Big Short. I don't want to scare everybody, but I talk about like there's the scene in The Big Short where everybody is in that ballroom, and the guy thinks it's the guy from Bear Stearns or someone is up there, and he's saying how they are going to buy back $1 billion of their stock. And then one guy on his BlackBerry goes, "Can I ask you a question, sir? In the 20 minutes that you've been talking, your stock is down like 55%." And everybody ran out of the room. I just think we tend to just try to be transparent and honest. And look, maybe our stock is going to take a big hit because of this, and people are going to think Gary Friedman wasn't excited. I've never been in my 22 years here. I've never been more excited. I've also never been more uncertain.
Yeah, apparently, what did he mention multiple times during this? Oh, yeah, he says, I mean, it's probably scroll down just a little. I mean, it's probably one of the most difficult guides since 2008 and 2009 because we were right in the middle of this disruption from Ukraine and Russia.
You've got housing prices at all-time highs. I mean, is it sustainable? I don't know. For how long, the math doesn't make sense on kind of what's happening in the housing sector in other places.
Yeah, so this article from Fortune is asking whether or not Restoration Hardware is a canary in the coal mines, so to speak.
We've experienced softening demand in the first quarter that coincided with Russia's invasion of Ukraine in late February and the market volatility that followed. We believe it is prudent to remain conservative until demand trends return to normal. There's one about him talking about supply chain issues. Oh, gosh, there's so many. You've got inflation like I've never seen. Now I was telling people when Yellen said we're going back to 2%, we were just signing our new freight contracts, ocean freight contracts. I wonder if anybody at the Fed has picked up the phone and called a business person and said, "Hi, what do you think is happening with inflation? How are ocean rates? How is this? How is that?" I mean, I don't think that anybody really understands what's coming from an inflation point of view, because either businesses are going to make a lot less money or they're going to raise their prices. I think it's going to outrun the consumer.
Yeah, and if the war in Ukraine ends and inflation slows down some miraculous way, I don't know. Everybody can sign new freight contracts because, I mean, most of the world all signed new freight contracts. 2 years ago, the price of a container for us went from $2,400 to $4,800. Yes, it's doubled. I'm not going to tell you what it just went to, but let's just say that looked like a nice increase. So, and it's not just us, it's everybody. So Gary Friedman, CEO of Restoration Hardware, is a little spooked.
It's nice to hear someone spooked, because
Is it? It just feels like a little dose of much needed reality, I guess.
I think sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why are these guys pretending like they know what's going on?
Yeah. Nobody fucking knows.
Right.
And the Fed just, oh man, Jerome Powell,
But what was the theory? You said there was a theory that he was kind of softening the blow for possibly Restoration Hardware underperforming.
I mean, yeah, a CEO will do something like that to kind of...
Like he's like, oh, it's not our fault we're underperforming. It's all these crazy factors.
Yeah, that could be what he's doing. I mean, it might he might not be a canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
He might just be blaming all these other things when it's just the company itself.
You ever seen a picture of this guy?
No.
He looks like
a weenie?
No, he looks like almost like Mickey Rourke, but a little bit
Gary Friedman?
Gary Friedman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wow, he does. Man, this guy looks like if Restoration Hardware was a person.
He does, yeah.
He looks like a rich guy. Oh, yeah, look at him. Look at those.
This guy's in a fucking Churchill chair.
Yeah, look at those jeans. Look at that well-fitting shirt. Look at those leather bracelets. Look at that tan. I'm Gary Friedman, and I'm
scared as hell. Have you guys seen these freight rates? I'm freaking the fuck out.
Do you know how much it costs to ship a Churchill chair? You wouldn't believe it. Guys, we want to take a quick break to thank yet another sponsor of today's episode. This one is called Butcher Box. Listen, you know what sucks about meal prep?
What sucks about it?
The whole dang thing.
It does
Meal
suck.
prep is hard, and I don't like it.
But you know what would make it easier?
Butcher Box.
Butcher Box
Yeah.
would make it easier.
What is Butcher Box?
Can I
Neil?
tell you what it is?
Yes, please.
All right. Butcher Box. It's a subscription service that takes the guesswork out of finding high-quality meat. All right? Butcher Box sources their meat from partners with the highest standards of quality. No more searching the grocery store for 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, wild-caught seafood. Look, I'll tell you what. I stopped eating meat. A big part of it was, the sustainability thing, the unethical thing.
Sure.
But with Butcher Box, I'm thinking about getting back on the meat train. It's more ethical and sustainable.
You know, my favorite thing about Butcher Box, everything you just said, pal. Because I'm looking in the meat section and I'm confused. I'm like, all right, this one's free range, this one's grass fed, this one's like it says it's organic, but I don't really know if I trust them. And then they're
taking all the guesswork out.
Yeah, that's what I personally love about it. It's not only do they do that, buddy, it's low cost. It's not gonna break.
Way.
It's not gonna hurt your wallet. And it's also, guess what? Also high quality, and I don't even have to leave my house.
I mean,
I don't have to go anywhere.
Can you beat that?
No, you can't. You simply cannot. Every month, Butcher Box ships a curated selection of high-quality meat right to your home with free shipping for the continental U.S. There's no antibiotics. There's no added hormones. And each box contains between 8 to 14 pounds of meat, depending on the box you
Holy
choose.
shit, it really is going to be a Jacked Boy summer.
Yeah. It's going to be a Jack Boy summer because we're getting all our protein from Butcher Box, baby. You customize your own box, or you go with one of theirs. You either way, you win either way. You get exactly what you want.
This is your chance to never have to shop for ground beef again. That's right, Butcher Box is giving new members free ground beef for life. Plus, get a $10 off coupon.
Free ground beef for life?
Free ground beef for life.
That's so much beef.
Major Beef reporting for duty. Sign up at butcherbox.com/trill and get 2 pounds of ground beef free in every order for the life of your membership, plus a $10 off coupon. Log on to butcherbox.com/trill and claim this deal.
Emil, you're going to have to hold on because I got to go to butcherbox.com/trill right now and get free 2 pounds of freaking ground beef for the rest of my life. I think the joke's on them because I plan on living a long time. They're gonna lose money on this deal. Sorry, I'm watching the market right now, and it's at the daily low, which is interesting. You know what I think is probably some of the best news out there is that it was revealed there's this big article from Taylor Lorenz, who's a tech reporter at
Washington Post.
Washington Post.
She got in trouble. Not in trouble. Everyone was kind of ragging on her because she said that journalists should now be more committed to their own brand rather than linking themselves to a publication.
I mean, it's been going that way, right?
I mean,
Substacks and whatnot.
I prefer it. I mean, it's easy to find journalists you like, follow them on Twitter, and then read their articles when they post them rather than, I mean, what, you're going to be like, oh, the Washington Post is where I should get my news. Like if Taylor posts something, it's like, all right, she's an interesting tech reporter. I'll read what she's got to say.
Sure.
But like, I'm not going to fucking read through Jeff Bezos' fucking newspaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she published this big scoop about how Facebook, formerly Facebook, Meta, is paying a group called, it's a consulting firm. It's a Republican consulting firm
Targeted Victory.
Called Targeted Victory to quietly orchestrate.
I fucking love conservative names of, remember, like, Bullet Coffee or whatever the fuck it was.
Black Rifle Coffee.
Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah. Well,
all of our beans are picked by vets.
By vets who are strapped. So Targeted Victory is going to quietly orchestrate a nationwide campaign to turn the public against TikTok. And I like this because I think TikTok is bad, and it sucks that Facebook, which is equally bad,
right,
is going to be like,
I don't know.
It's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, I guess if Facebook can destroy TikTok,
if anybody can destroy it, it's going to be Facebook.
But then we also need to destroy Facebook. Maybe they can destroy each other.
Mark Zuckerkorn is really going to stick it to to TikTok, but I'm gonna kick my feet up here, because it's really tragic what's going on with big tech now. Because
wait, we should talk a little bit about what they're doing. It's really
sorry,
great.
Go ahead.
But so they've got a scorched earth campaign against TikTok, including planting Meta-approved op-eds in major regional news outlets and concerned parents promoting dubious stories about TikTok trends, pushing to draw political reporters, politicians into the fight. Targeted Victory has pushed stories to local press across the country, tying TikTok to dangerous teen trends in an effort to show the app's reported harbs.
Harbs? Huh? What's a harb? Harms, you mean? He tried to say harms, but he said harbs. Got it. The M is right next to the B on the keyboard.
Exactly. Well, it's not.
it's one letter.
But
over.
I love this. They're putting like little scary stories. Like the dream would be to get stories with headlines like "From Dances to Danger: How TikTok Has Become the Most Harmful Social Media Space for Kids." And in October, Targeted Victory worked to spread rumors of the Slap a Teacher TikTok challenge in local news, touting a local news report on the alleged challenge in Hawaii. In reality, no such challenge existed on TikTok.
Yeah, so this is what I don't like about their thing. They're doing it in the wrong way. Don't point to like, wow, kids are going to be doing dangerous dances and stuff. They're going to be dancing on the edges of buildings and trying drugs. Do it like about how tech is poison for developing brains.
But they can't do that because then they're going to pull themselves into it, right? If you talk about like, because the real story is that TikTok is horrible, and it's really amazing the way it's captured the attention, right? It's psychotic. It's the reason I like refuse to go on it now. I downloaded it during the pandemic, and I was like, this is a good way to waste time. But then like a month later, I was like, this is sucking me in so hard.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. But Facebook's whole game, Instagram's whole game, all these things is grabbing your attention, right? Robinhood's whole game was figuring out how to use the app longer, right? That's why it's like, let's add confetti, let's gamify it, let's do all these things. Big tech's whole thing is fighting for your attention. So if Facebook's story is going to be, no, don't let your kids use TikTok. They've done what we were trying to do too well. It's not going to work.
Yeah, that's what's devastating. So what I was going to say earlier is the big tech problem that our culture and society faces is it's bigger than cigarettes ever were.
We are bigger than cigarettes ever were.
We are bigger and better and badder than cigarettes.
Every way.
In every way.
If you like cigarettes,
baby, wait till you try Instagram. But it's like. Cigarettes were easier to go after because it wasn't the whole market. The whole market is like Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon. It's all these big tech companies, and everybody's retirement is linked to the value of the market that is linked to the value of these companies. So it's like in everybody's worst interest to go after these because everybody's going to be poorer because of it. But I think that this is the only time where I'm like, man, we got to get the government to step in and say like, all right, you know what? TikTok just turns off for everyone at like 7 p.m.
Only TikTok?
TikTok or like social media curfew, 7 p.m.
Let us have Twitter. I like being on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's okay. But like TikTok, you got to turn off, have an educational hour or something. Do something. Make it be educational shit for 2 hours of the day.
I'll tell you what, TikTok is the one where I feel like the most misinformation is coming from. It's like the amount of things that people send me and I go, all right, I'll watch it. And then I'm just like, this is so wrong, right?
Oh, yeah. My friend Kevin tweeted that jokingly, that he wrote the Will Smith slap bit for the Oscars. And like, wow, I'm really glad that we got everybody to like unite over this. It was a really, we really pulled it off. And some girl on TikTok was like, you guys, the person who created this bit is bragging about it on Twitter. And let's take a look at who he is. And did like a 2-3 minute video on my friend as if it were real.
I love that.
And it's just, oh man.
Their brains aren't built for the like Twitter irony shit posting.
Yeah. Because back in the day, you could shit post and nobody knew what was real. And at least you had that.
No, back in the day, Twitter was insane. It was like.
There was a natural skepticism built in.
Yeah. And it was kind of like everyone on there was like
dicking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now everyone's kind of turning into their serious. It's like, oh, you have to have Twitter. It's like your brand. Like you have to have a take on everything. But what's the matter? You all right?
I was just checking the time. Just seeing what time it is.
Why?
Just because I'm curious how much farther we...
You know how rude that is? You're on a date with someone, you look at your watch?
Oh, I know. You know what the worst...
You just did that to me. We're on a date together. We're having a nice time.
The clock is...
I'm thinking about getting another bottle of wine, and you looked at your watch.
Wine makes me sleepy. You know I've got a big day tomorrow.
I lost my train of thought.
No, we were talking about
TikTok. TikTok.
And how back in the day, Twitter was mayhem.
King. Twitter still is king.
Yeah, but they just can't figure out how to fucking make that. Like, they really need to make me CEO. I could make that thing into a... The fact that that company is not printing money is a testament to their failure and their, like, board of directors bureaucracy bullshit.
Is it? It's a really hard thing to monetize.
No, it's not.
Tell me how. Your stupid fucking Twitter Blue thing that no one is using?
Yeah, make Twitter Blue more expensive. Seriously. Add more features.
Make it more expensive. This thing no one likes.
And if you can stick ads into a native experience like fucking Instagram stories, you can do it in Twitter. It's just a feed like everything else.
They have ads in there a lot.
Yeah, but you can willfully ignore them. You can just say, like, don't show me this shit again.
But then
have it scroll through and you have like a fucking, I don't know, just God damn. God almighty.
Damn.
God
we should
damn.
all delete our social medias. It would feel so fucking good.
It would, but then how would you tell everybody that you deleted it? My friend Adam invented an app where the goal is for everyone to unfollow you. You start with like 500 followers and the goal is to get to 0.
I love that.
I love it too. He built a prototype and everything. I don't remember the name of it, but it was great. He showed me and I was just...
It's made us all worse. Mm-hmm. It's made us unhappy.
It's made me better and happier.
Has it?
Yeah, I'm so much happier.
I'm so much less happy.
I'm joking. I'm very much not. But also social media has given me, you know, without social media, we wouldn't have this show.
No, we would do it live, weekly. Come to, what?
Huh? Wait, what did you say?
Our show is now a live, in-person show that no one, it just happens once.
Yeah.
And you were either there to hear it or you weren't.
Yeah, you're not taking pictures on your phone that you're never going to look at again.
Oh, fucking someone.
Videoing it the whole time.
Are you insane?
Yeah.
I ask people to put their fucking phone down.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Good. I hate that.
One time it was an old guy. I was in an Elvis Costello concert. And it was a guy like my dad's aged. And I was like, how is this guy
just filming like this? I bet he was holding it like this.
Dude, why?
Because you want to have it to watch
can
later.
You please put it down. I don't want to watch the show through your phone.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, what are you going to do with them?
Watch them later, man.
Watch them later. I've never watched a video I've taken.
Ugh, me either.
Or looked at a picture I've taken.
I've never looked at a picture I've taken. Ever.
I'm so pissed. Here, another thing is, I mean,
what? Go off, King.
Just so you know, we're not like pro Meta. I mean, there was another story like Apple and Meta and all these other companies, Snap, were they just completely got fooled by fake law enforcement requests and just basically like released all your data because they were like, I don't know, they look legit.
The cops said we gotta give it to them, so we gave the cops. Oh, they weren't cops? Oh, not again. We gave the information. Yeah, they gave the information to hackers. Cool. You're the biggest, Apple, you're the biggest company in the world. You have more cash than like 90% of all other companies. You can't invest in a little bit of extra security?
Well, the problem is they use
a little?
These emergency requests. Usually there's a process you have to go through.
Oh, okay. I wonder who these hackers, what information were they trying to get?
Mine. It sucks.
We got this guy. We need to get his fucking information. He's this Greek Italian piece of shit.
Hey.
we need his what's that yellow yogurt you guys eat?
Yellow yogurt
or white yogurt? What is it?
Like Greek yogurt?
The sauce? No, but it's like a sauce.
Oh, tzatziki.
Yeah, we need a tzatziki sauce. It's so good. It's so good. The only way we can get it is here's what we're going to do to get the tzatziki sauce.
What are they going to do?
They're going to lie to Facebook.
I get an email. It's the cops. It's the cops. Give us the tzatziki.
It's the copper. We need the tzatziki sauce. Should we talk about Biden's budget?
I mean, a little bit. We're getting late here.
Yeah,
Let's see.
but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Biden's got. He's proposing. I'm getting to the part of the show where my speech is slurring.
Yeah, you get like sleepy. What do you eat for breakfast? My man's checking the clock.
Well,
I'm ready for a second bottle of wine. I'm thinking
dessert.
I'm gonna kiss this guy at the end of the night.
My
My man's looking at the clock.
I better put on my chapstick in a discreet
sexual way.
No, a discreet way.
No,
because if you see me putting on the chapstick, then you know I'm gearing up for a kiss.
What if my lips are just dry?
Well, then I'll give you some off my lips. That's how it works.
Oh, are your lips dry? Why don't you kiss me? I just chapped up.
That's a great. I just chapped up. No, I had a cereal bar, and then I had a.
That's your problem. You ate the fucking Pop-Tart, man.
Yeah. Well, no. Then I had a Pop-Tart.
Now you're crashing.
No, I'm not crashing. No, I'm fine. I just I
We said it was Jacked Boy Summer. We gotta.
I am jacked. I went to the gym yesterday. I climbed for like 2 hours.
All right.
And then I did my pull-ups and shit.
But that Pop-Tart is not gonna.
That thing is popping off in my belly right now. My body's being like, damn, we got so much glucose to process.
It's going straight to your
Send
muscles.
it to the blood.
Okay, so anyway, Biden proposed his fucking federal budget.
Yeah.
It's purely a messaging tool.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually set the budget. Congress does, but he releases it and he says, here's what I want to do. Here's what I think we should do.
Here's what I want to do.
Here's what I want to do, Jack. Listen up, Jack. I want to spend money on this kind of stuff. More pizza. Did you guys have the pizza in Poland? What was that? I propose more of that Polish pizza.
Why does he have a southern accent when you do it?
Because I can't do impressions.
Oh, yeah, but I like it. I like how
Thanks.
you do it, Jack. He wants to do $813 billion to the military for a new long-range stealth bomber, nuclear-capable submarines,
You know what I bet?
and hypersonic weapons. What?
I bet they'll give him even more than that.
Probably, yeah.
They gotta.
He wants to. Perhaps the biggest, most controversial thing is a 20% tax on income and unrealized gains in stocks for people with over $100 million net worth. That's tricky because it's like if you have a stock that's up and they tax you and then the stock plummets, too bad, so sad. But then, like you said, you can probably get a nice.
Yeah, they could figure it out. They could tax it back at the end. Also, if
Refund
they
or
want to do something else, because look, it's all unrealized gains, right? These guys pretend like they never make any money, but
Yeah.
what they do is they use all their wealth to take out these loans, and they live off these loans. They do buy, borrow, die. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
Or no, build, borrow, die.
Build back.
So you
better.
build wealth.
BBW.
You never spend it. You borrow off it. You get these loans, and then you die, and you transfer all your wealth to kids. They never have to. And then they can do the same thing.
Fuck, I gotta do that.
Build, borrow, die. Right. So they're living off loans. So tax the loans. Tax anything. Stop pretending just like, well, there's nothing we can fucking do about it.
Wait, so if I have like $100 million in stock, I take out a loan at a very low
Right.
interest
That's what
rate
like Elon
against it?
Musk does. He says he doesn't. He's like, oh, I don't take an income. I live in the factory.
Shut the fuck up. You sound just like him. Shut the fuck up. Wow, it's like he's right here. So you know what? Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. What do you think Elon Musk would say if I said shut the fuck up? No, why don't you?
He'd be like, a challenge, fight 1-on-1. Winner gets Ukraine.
When it gets control of the memes.
But yeah, so I mean, I doubt Joe Manchin is gonna fucking allow this billionaire tax to happen.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't talk about with the defense budget.
What?
I'd like to point out that remember everyone was making fun of Trump because he created Space Force, which he really just pulled off a weird part of the Air Force and made it like an official branch of the military.
Sure.
Even so much so that there's now like a Netflix show called Space Force where they're like, isn't this ridiculous?
They made that too fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, Biden's adding billions to the Space Force.
Well, yeah, because it's the next frontier.
What does he know? He's adding $24.5 billion to U.S. Space Force and Space Development Agency. About $5 billion more than what Congress enacted in 2022.
I don't know, but China and Russia are up there fooling around. Who knows what they're doing up there?
Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. Shooting shit.
Shooting lasers? Yeah, get us up there. Let's
Get
go.
us up there doing what?
Going back to the moon.
The Earth is on fire. We're all gonna fucking melt.
Well, that's why you gotta go to space.
Do something. Anything.
Yeah, well.
That's why, like, with the fucking dump billions, trillions into research to fix the climate problem.
Well, they've got some of that. They've got $11 billion.
It's not enough.
$11 billion to help other nations transition to clean energy, which is 4 times the amount under Obama. $17 billion in climate research, which is less than 10% allocated to the... Wait, is that less than 10%? I don't know what percent. I can't do that in my head. No, that's like 20% of the... fuck me.
Like
I can't
that
think.
Airbus we were talking about?
Yeah.
Fucking... Let's figure it out. Didn't they reduce emissions by like 80% or something
like that.
crazy?
Yeah. So they're also gonna $17 billion to climate research and eliminating tax incentives for oil and gas producers. $68 billion for a highway program, which goes to roads and bridges and electric vehicle charging. $21 billion to the Federal Transit Administration for bus and transit system.
He's also
projects.
doing a
cool.
He also
I guess. What?
proposed a plan to curb stock buybacks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
He doesn't ban them outright, but it would make it harder for CEOs and stuff to sell within a few years or whatever.
Interesting.
Which it would hopefully... Did you know stock buybacks were not a thing until 1982 when Ronald Reagan made it legal?
I did not know that.
The 1980s, man, what a fucking time.
Yeah, I was only born there, so I didn't really get to experience much of it.
If I was alive, I'd say Ronald Reagan.
What year were you born?
I'm not going to tell that to these
It must
freaks.
be 1990.
No.
91?
No.
80 and 89.
I don't know.
It's like- I know what year you were born.
I was in Germany when the wall went down.
Wow. What were you doing there?
Being a baby, shitting myself.
Shit dribbling up your back?
Saying, Ronald Reagan, cut it out. Quit deregulating everything, you psychopath.
Damn, this baby food be hitting. The lead in this
This
baby
baby food be hitting.
My favorite part about this budget thing, though, is $200 million, a modest amount, to our 2 antitrust agencies that are
Hey, antitrust.
Antitrust, you're my favorite anti. That are pursuing Apple, Google, Amazon, and Facebook for their antitrust shit. But I mean,
Lena Khan, baby.
the thing that sucks about this is that those companies are so awash in cash. They can just, that's why the government needs more money, is because the government can sue them all they want, but then they can just be stuck in court for decades, probably. I mean, who knows? Shit's insane.
Google's going to jam me up in court?
Yeah. I mean, God, I just, it's scary.
Oh, we are so close to just the last semblance of a functioning government. We will make our transition into a total corporate fascist state.
Why not?
very
Just
soon.
give it to Visa. The United States government, brought to you by
They should.
Visa
It is funny. Everyone is so against, like,
and Chick-fil-A.
fight so hard against any government programs or government taking more of a, role in their life.
Mhm.
But then with private companies, they're like, take all of my data, bring your devices into my home that listen to everything I do. If you have like Google or Amazon, any of that stuff, they just like completely know all of your
shit.
all of your proclivities. They
What
know what
you're
time you
into.
go to fucking sleep. They know
Yeah.
what temperature you like it.
Yeah.
They know how many people are visiting your home, what time you're leaving.
Government's got to compete. Biden phone. Give us a Biden phone.
No, I don't think we need the government to do those things, but
No, I
like
know.
it'd be great if you were okay with the government building out like a fucking federal healthcare program for everyone.
Well, the problem is that it would take forever, and they would
No, it wouldn't.
so many middlemen in there. They would put all their cousin. Hey, my cousin's got a company that does this, and then they'd fucking pay them out. It's just all
No,
corrupt.
No.
Yeah, that's
What do you
happens.
mean it's all corrupt?
It is all corrupt.
We're not going to do this right
Look
now.
at it.
Fucking
The government
78
is
minutes.
corrupt. How do you mean it's not corrupt?
But what are you talking about? You think like what's going on now is better, like insurance
no,
companies?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you gotta.
But we have to try.
Yes, I agree.
I'm going to kill you.
I agree. We have to try. I think that we need to impose.
But to even say it is like, what? what's going to happen? Some guys, you're just describing like every like.
What I'm saying is we need to do both at the same time. We need to put in some rules.
You know, we
that are
have
like,
a great deal of like public health care in this country already. It's probably almost half of people are covered by government health care between Medicare, Medicaid, and the VA.
But we got to get the Google nerds to build a good website.
I'm going to kill you. I think we need to end.
We need the Google. How do you not agree with that? We need the Google nerds to build us a good website. Come on, take a weekend. Do it for your country.
Because then it's still just partnered with Google.
No, Google will have nothing to do with it.
Okay, fine.
So this would be independent contractors. But
No. Make them fucking government employees.
Okay. All I'm saying is before we give the reins to the government, we got to impose rules that are like, okay, you can't, no fucking cronyism anymore. I don't want
Why not impose that rule now? There's already
that's what I mean.
Okay,
we're saying the same thing.
No, we're not. I'm
yes,
pissed
we are.
at you.
Why? I'm saying no cronyism so that we can get shit
But it's
done.
a weird thing to.
I'm not saying I'm against it
No,
because
I know.
of that.
But it's a weird thing to like bring up when you're like, oh, we should do public health care, and then be like,
yeah, we should.
Okay, fine. Now, all right. No.
We should, and we should also do it efficiently.
Sure, obviously.
By hiring the Google.
But the argument's never going to be like, we should do it inefficiently. The whole point is to get rid of like the horrible bureaucracy.
Yes.
Fucking like the amount we spend is so much more than countries with public health systems because we have all of these like middlemen and administrative fees and all this fucking bullshit.
I fully agree with you.
But so that goes away when you fucking kick them out, when you say, fuck off, insurance companies.
Yeah.
Quit fucking bleeding us dry.
What I was saying that maybe I misspoke is that it's frustrating when, like LA Housing, for example.
LA Housing
knows how to party. when you get the government to like build housing and then it ends up costing like $750,000 per unit. And it's like, why does it cost this much? Because of all the bureaucracy and all the middlemen and the cousin who's got the construction company and you falling through it.
Okay,
man.
this feels vaguely racist towards Italians and I won't stand for it.
Hey, I'm eating my spaghetti sandwich over here and you're trying to come tell me that I gotta fucking do it.
The reason it's so expensive is my cousin. I gave him a job and he does a no-show thing down for me. And
he's got to hire his sandwich guy. I mean,
no, you can't do it because you're not Italian.
Okay, can you do it? Say he's got to hire a spaghetti sandwich guy.
Our spaghetti budget is out of control.
I mean, you gonna do something?
No,
sorry. Are you gonna do something about it?
Are you gonna do something about it,
because we got to eat. We got to eat.
We got to eat, don't we?
Yeah, and spaghetti's expensive.
Spaghetti's expensive.
Have you seen the price of tomatoes? What spaghetti? Fuck, I can't do it. Sorry. Okay, anyway, we should wrap it up here, shouldn't we? That's a good time. Fuck Crypto Corner.
We keep missing Crypto Corner, but we'll do it next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Subscribe to the new channel. Follow us. Emil, you're not at 10,000 yet on Instagram.
I don't care anymore.
I'd care. I want to get there. He's almost there, folks. Kill your parents, quit your job, shit your pants. Follow us on everything, because the more you get us, the more powerful
follow
we become.
us, subscribe to stuff, give us 5 stars on stuff, smash the like button, smash bells, do all the freaking stuff for us, man.
Listen, if you want us to become the president, and I think you do at this point, because we got some good ideas, it starts here.
Just wait till Joe Biden says something fucked up about me.
It starts here. And we can only get more powerful from here.
You need to get this in front of Joe Biden so he can make fun of one of us.
This show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want him to call me Jack. I want him to get confused. What's going on?
So help me God if he calls me Corn Pop.
Man, I hope he does so I can defend you. I can be like, shut the fuck up, old bitch. Shut the fuck up. Don't you have nap time? Didn't you miss your nap time?
All right, we gotta go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, bye.